everybody. Hey. Welcome to Tea Time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Joining me for a cuppa here today is the amazing, beautiful, talented vocal goddess called Rachel Kerr. So Rachel, thank you so much for joining me.
No, thank you for having me.
How was your journey here?
It was a bit stressful,
gosh.
but we got here. We came from quite a long way away, but we can't complain. As long as we're here safely, that's the most important thing.
I'm glad you're here. It's lovely to see you here. It's lovely to sit here and have this conversation with you. How was your week? Talk me through what you've been doing.
The week's been really crazy. I've had a lot of late night rehearsals, a lot of time in the studio. I have a concert on Saturday, so things are a little bit crazy. But again, even with business-wise, I've been training quite a few people, so it's been hectic, but I can't complain.
Very hectic. You wear so many hats. How do you do it?
I have no idea. Like, literally, it's funny because I was with my best friend yesterday, and she was saying the same thing. She was like, it's weird because whenever I have a dream of you, in the dream, Rachel, you're doing different things, and it's the same as in real life. There's so many things that you do that's different. So yeah, I don't know, but I think just like honestly, God's grace has allowed me to do as much as I'm doing. But
to enable you to carry on.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. I love it. So just for the viewers at home and those who are not entirely sure of what you do, I am, and she's amazing. Let me just let you know. But for those who are not sure, just talk us through your background, how you became the Rachel Kerr.
Okay, wow, whoever she is. Okay. How did I become me? Well, I started off as a songwriter. So when I was 15, I was a songwriter signed to the Ministry of Sound, and I did a lot of their compilation CDs alongside like Craig David and Artful Dodger and all those different people. That was great. But then after that, my parents were very much like, you know what? We understand that you have a musical gift. My dad's also a musician, but I was the first one in my family to be accepted in a Russell Leeds University, Warwick University. And no one in my family had gone to uni before.
What did you study, if you don't mind me asking?
I did law and sociology.
Wow, that is not what you're doing now. But
no, not anymore. But so I did that, and I remember thinking, oh, should I really be doing this? I know I can do law. My history teacher used to always say to me, you'd be a great lawyer, do law. Did it, had a great time at university, but music kept following me. Went on to then get a training contract, start working at a city law firm. But then, literally, again, music kept calling. So I did a few different things to allow music to be more a part of my life. Didn't release any music, but in 2010, I was nominated for a Mobile Award. And I remember around about the same time, I was like, okay, if I'm meant to do music, God, you need to give me a sign. And that was a very clear sign. So I was like, okay, cool. I didn't win it that year, but then a couple of years later, I won it. And things just started to go on from there. Like I signed with management company who was still with me, Elegance Management. I was singing for presidents, Bill Clinton, US presidents, you know, doing great tours all over the world. But it's only later I decided that actually I'm not going to just be a singer and a songwriter, although I can do that. I really want to venture into business. And I want my business to be something that trains up other artists to be exceptional. Well, started my company Singer Size, and before I knew it, I was training all the major, still am, training all the major celebrities in Africa, Tiwa Savage, YJ, P Square, and it just continues to grow. So it's mad. When people say, what do you do? I want to say one thing, but I think I'm a professional hustler.
I love that term, professional hustler, guys. I love it. That's amazing.
Thank you.
That is really amazing. One thing I kept hearing more is God show me a sign. Yeah. Would you say that has sort of been part of your identity from growing up, and that is the main?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. Like everyone knows me, knows that that's just what it is. Yeah, I mean, I know what it's like to have educational ability. I know what it's like to have, you know, good contacts, have a good plan, have a good strategy, and have talent, and things not work out.
Definitely.
And I know what it's like to have like just a hope in your heart, a hustle, a dream, and just a prayer, and then everything work out. So yeah, for me, it's definitely, I know it's a God thing. Yeah, and I'm quite unapologetic when I say that.
I love it. Yeah. I just love it. Sorry. So just describe yourself for me using just 3 words. Or you can maybe what your family and friends will describe you as.
Oh, wow. Ambitious. Complicated.
Aren't we all?
Right. And passionate.
I love it. Yeah. So ambitious, complicated, and passionate.
Yeah.
Right, so we know you have been singing for a while. Hearing your experience, we know you've been doing lots of things for a while. And I remember you from Stars in Your Eyes, as you said. It's amazing seeing how far you've come. And your most recent project, Unbox, it speaks volumes. It's amazing. Tell us a bit about that. So how you came up with the name, what inspired Unbox?
Yeah, great question. Unbox came from, it's not just an expression, it's a declaration and it's an explanation as well. Let me allow those to make sense. Since I was so young, and I feel many young people who are creative and also have academic ability, you're often boxed. Like people say, are you going to be an artist or are you going to be a lawyer? If you're going to be a lawyer, what kind of lawyer are you going to be? But there are a few people who actually, we can do a lot of things and do them equally well. So it's difficult. You think, okay, you're talented, but actually it's very difficult because then you have to narrow down and focus on one thing. But then it got to the point where that narrowing down and that focusing started to incarcerate me. It made me feel like, oh my God, so I can only really do one thing. And it's weird because I look up people don't know this, but I look up hugely to people like Jennifer Lopez.
Really?
Oh, I love Jennifer, I love J-Lo, and I love Oprah. And it's weird.
I love Oprah too.
Do you know what I mean?
I totally get it. I love her too. She's just amazing.
Just honestly, people who can do more than one thing and do it exceptionally well. You don't have to just be a dancer. You can be a dancer and a singer, and you can be an entrepreneur, and you can, all these different things. So I remember thinking, you know what? I can see people's uncomfortability, if that's even a word, with me doing more than one thing. You have to sing this kind of music, you have to sing this kind of way, and you can only sing to this kind of audience. And because I've had that for all my life, and thank God have been able to transcend a lot of barriers that were placed on me. I remember being like, you know what, nah, you can't box me, I can't be boxed, like I can't do it. So this is going to be not just a title, not just a confession, but an explanation, and it's a statement. Unboxed. So on the EP, it's not an EP, it's a mixtape, it's about 16, 20 tracks. I can't remember how many tracks there are. Loads of tracks. Loads.
I love it. You've been working.
We put a lot into it. But literally, any track that was out there that I loved, I took the instrumental and I wrote my own lyrics on it. And there's things from Aaliyah to Tory Lanez to Al Green. Like there's so many different genres. But what's consistent is my message. But again, you can't box it. And I wanted that to be something that encouraged other people. Don't feel the need to just do one thing. If you do one thing and do it well, that's cool. But if you know someone's telling you must do this, and you can do it, but you know your heart's leading you to other things, follow it.
I love it.
Follow it.
I love it because it's just like we don't know what to expect from you because we can't box you. I think as human beings, we always try to place meanings on things. So they won't say, okay, Rachel the lawyer, she does this law, that law. Not Rachel the lawyer, the singer, the entrepreneur, the businesswoman, amazing goddess, whatever. They want to just say one thing. I loved that you said you don't want to be boxed. I was going to ask you, my next question was, how was it finding your identity as an artist?
Great question.
Because people usually would say, okay, Rachel Kerr, probably a gospel straight away. So, but you just saying this was just like, no, I can do so many other things as well, guys. So tell us, how was it finding your identity?
I
like that. When my mom says, I know there's something following.
There's something coming. I feel like that's the hardest part of being an artist. It's the most difficult part. And not just forget artist, I'm a girl. Do you know what I mean?
As a person.
Before I'm an artist, I'm a female. I'm a human being. And it's just hard finding who you are. And there's some people who naturally have a sense. I have some friends who have a really good and strong sense of self. And maybe they're from parents, they get it from their parents or whatever. But some of us have to find ourselves. And what I love is that the music genre I am is quite niche. It's not like it's pop music. It's quite niche. So if you know me, you know me. If you don't, you know you don't. Which I'm so grateful for because it allows you to make your mistakes and find yourself with a smaller audience. I see some of my icons who had to find themselves and make those transitions and learn themselves as an artist, on a huge platform. And it can be catastrophic.
Definitely.
And we see
people don't understand the changes. They don't get it.
And then the artists lose themselves and fall victim to drugs and all these different things. So I'm glad that me finding myself as an artist has been to a smaller audience. But I mean, your question was, how did I do it? I did it by making mistakes. I did it by trying something, daring to try something, seeing the reaction, getting burnt, saying, sorry, okay, I'll try something else, putting it out there, seeing criticism, ouch, okay, sorry, let me try something. So it was kind of led by a lot of people's opinions. But at the end, what fortified it for me was, how do I feel? Do I feel peace in this? I'm putting music out there, and regardless as to whether it's right or wrong, you will always get an opinion. But what you must feel, even if everyone says, nah, that's not it, do I feel peace in this? I would rather release music, play it from now till kingdom come, play it to my kids and be like, look what mommy did. I don't have kids, but when I have kids, like, and just play it for my family and be proud of it. Then have music out there that everyone applauds.
But
and
you're not.
As Whitney Houston said, like, there's a Whitney Houston movie coming out soon, and she said in the movie, I think the title of the movie is actually this: Can I be me? Can I be me? And I think that's what it is, finding my self-worth, honestly, just making loads of mistakes, experimenting with sounds. At the time, being like, yeah, that's wicked. Looking back and be like, that was awful. But I'm proud I did that. I took that journey and was ready to make mistakes, because now I can understand, this is my sound. This is my message. This is what I'll sing about. That is not me. Now I know. But
and it makes you feel peaceful.
Makes you feel peaceful, makes you feel confident.
Yeah.
It's like, now you know yourself.
You're sure.
So sure. And if you don't get it, love you, thank you for your opinion, but that's okay. I love it.
I love it. Because nowadays in this generation, we struggle. We're like trying so much to fit in. So we struggle. We're doing this social media. It's just in your face. So you see so many things. So it's just like, how do I find me? How do I be me? You know, we see icons, celebrities, and we want their lives, but we want to go through, we forget that we have to go through our struggles as well. We have to go through our struggles. And one thing I was so happy, you said mistakes. I am one person, I like to get things on point. I don't like to make mistakes, but you said you got burnt, you saw criticism, and you said, let me try again. So you didn't give up. No. And I love that. I applaud it. What would you say makes your identity so important, makes one's personal identity so important?
Yeah, identity is mad important, because we live in a society that is unapologetic with projecting what they believe you should be. Definitely. Like, even if it's really weird, I'm not going to mention a name, but I saw something recently, and I'm one of these people who, I do Instagram fasts. I need to do it for my focus. Like, I've recently released
social media fast. I had one in March as well. I had to take a break. Yeah,
it's healthy. I think it's healthy. I mean, I recently launched an online singing educational course where people can learn to sing online.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah,
don't worry, I followed.
So great. So I launched that, and it took a long time for me to do it. I had to just fast from everything. But the reason I mentioned that is because I realised just how clear my voice became when I silenced other platforms that had other voices for a while. So things that the course took me so long to do, like I put all my teaching and all my years of coaching experience into it, and it took a long time. It took all of me. But it was so much quicker the last month when I silenced everything else. So how important is finding your identity? It's so important because, as I said, people are unapologetic in saying, you should look like this. Now we should do makeup like this. Now we should wear hair like this. And it's cool, because, you know, you can make yourself look fleeky every now and again. But there'll be a time when you're like, but what do I want? Actually, I forgot what I like. I forgot what makes me feel at peace. So for me, just finding that identity is so important, so that when someone tells you or advises you, sometimes even in love, sometimes your friend can say, sis, you should do this, you know.
But it's not.
But you know deep down, that inner voice that tells you whether you should or shouldn't becomes more quiet the more you give volume to other people's opinions. So identity is important, so that when you're navigating life and you're understanding what you should and shouldn't do, you can hear that piece. Because I've seen people do something that they think is right because people have told them that's what they should do, and they're like, this is exactly what I shouldn't have done.
It's wrong.
But because I didn't give that voice an identity, or give that voice a platform, their identity suffered. Does that make sense?
Definitely.
So, long story short, how do you get your identity? Sometimes silencing other voices and listening to your own one.
Including social media platforms. Sorry, I had to just put it out there, because I don't think many people know the beauty of just taking time away from seeing things. Like, I didn't look at my phone as much, you know? When I don't see a notification, I'm like scrolling through Instagram, clicking, liking. But I didn't look at my phone as much, because I had time to enjoy what was around me. Even on the train, I would look out and actually see the grass is green. That's great. You know, the air smells nice. That's great.
Exactly.
My last question is, what would you like to be remembered for?
Oh, wow.
What is one thing? Or maybe you have 2 or 3.
I really, honestly, I was talking to my husband about this yesterday. I really would like to live a life. I actually put it, this is so weird you said that, because I wrote it in my phone, I'm trying to get it word for word. I wrote in my phone, it's probably in the nearest, I look at my manager, okay, it's probably in the nearest notes on my phone. I'm trying to get it word for word. I said that I wanted to live a life that relentlessly allowed other people to be their best selves. Something along those lines. It's in my phone. But with everything I do, I've noticed, took me a while, but I've noticed that with my coaching business, with music, with even just who I am in my friendship circle, I find somehow that there's something that always allows me to be the person who's the encourager, the person who's the, do you know what I mean? The teacher.
Yeah.
And sometimes it annoys me because I'm like, sometimes I want to be taught and encouraged.
Yeah, too.
But I can't help it. Even the other day I was at the coffee shop and just saw one guy walk past, and he's soon about my brother's age. We both looked at each other. In my area, there are not many people who are of ethnic minorities. So when we see each other, we do kind of go, hey, you okay? So he was like, hey, I was like, hey, bro, you okay? And he came and sat down and we were talking. And once again, I was advising him about his career and what he should do. But as I said, I feel like, honestly, what needs to become from my life is, okay, Rachel Kerr, yes, thank God, talented, got gifts and whatever, but everything, the common theme was she was doing things that enriched people to be their best selves. So it'd be great if someone said, because of this product that I bought, or because of this concert I went to, or because of this conversation I had with her, it educated me to know how to be the better version of me. If that can happen, by the grace of God, if that happens. It will.
It's already started.
Amen. Yes.
It's already started. I haven't forgotten my birthday present. Oh. It's already started, Rachel. And it's been amazing just sitting down on the sofa having this conversation with you. It's just amazing. And I hope people at home have learnt from this, guys. It's just amazing. Just please try and discover your own identity, what you like, and don't let other people's voices and social media drown yours. Yes. Thank you so much, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll be seeing you soon.
Thank you.
Hi guys, we're back. So now me and Rachel are going to play, Rachel and I are going to play the Jukebox challenge. So what basically happens is she's going to pick a phrase from here and then just sing whatever song it is, sing the chorus. And if she gets it wrong, I'm sure she'll get all of it right anyway. But it's just to test her music knowledge, just to see, right? So let me open it. So just pick up anything from here.
Okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, I do get it. This is the joke. I only know my version of the song. Because this was the song that was on my box, on my mixtape. I don't know.
Sing your version.
Okay.
Yeah, sing your version.
Shame, can you imagine? Tory Lanez probably would watch it and be like, excuse me, it was my song first.
If he watches.
Imagine. I don't have to ask you to, cause you say it up when you show me all day long, and you prove you are the one. So I don't have to ask you to, cause you say it up when you show me all day long, and you prove you are the one. So keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Basically, that's the song. It was Tory Lanez, say it. Tory Lanez, if you do watch this, I'm sorry to teeth the song and make it my own, but I can't remember how he's went, but it's not like that.
No, it's bad. You were amazing. I was just getting tingles in my way. I couldn't keep still, but yeah. We'll give you 2 more.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Let me see this one.
Let me see that one. Oh.
Jesus is the Lord. I can feel the song there.
And you know it because you've mentioned the person already in this sitting.
Change positions.
Yes.
Oh, come on, Rach, to God.
Yes, see, she got it.
Change position.
Yeah, that's it. It's Aaliyah.
I remember. Aaliyah got the vote, right?
She's like,
and then the joke is I can see the music video as well. I can see the
dancing positions.
Yeah. That's it. R.I.P.
You got it. Just one more.
All right, cool.
Pick anyone.
This one. R.I.P. And I will always love you. Whitney Houston, R.I.P.
you did it so much justice.
I love that song.
It's amazing.
I have so many memories of that song. I Will Always Love You. Yeah,
you grew up to it.
I grew up to that song. Like, I literally felt like Whitney Houston was like another auntie.
Yeah.
You know, my mama has like 4 sisters, and I felt like she was like another auntie that visited every Christmas, every Easter, every family, because she was always playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, R.I.P. Whitney. Forever a classic.
You did amazing. So
Thank
you do know all the songs. I'm sure the other
God.
ones you know too as well.
You think so?
Yeah. So you did really well. Let's give Rachel a round of applause.
Thank you, guys.
So that was the Jukebox challenge for today. Please click the button below, like button below, if you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Next time on Tea Time.
And it's hard to break away from as a guy, as a black guy in London, because, well, certain guys are just constantly harassed or constantly seen as, you know,
The target
as
or
a
the-
target
yeah.
or someone that's doing bad.